Hello, this is Katie. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be using these Slimline dies for Marker Monday number 7. They are from the Netherlands. I pointed out the website. I'm not going to try to pronounce that because I don't want to mess it up. But basically, there are 4 Slimline dies with also some kind of other designs inside. And I'm going to end up pausing while I pull these apart because it takes me a while to figure it out. I saw a really cute card in the Sunny Studios Stamps YouTube channel in the video where she covers the release that just came out, and she shows all the cards that she made with all of their items. And there's so many cards, but there's a Halloween card, and they have a cat and a pumpkin stamp that's new. And I think this is how she made it, but I saw it and I think I could instantly tell how she made it. Was she took, cut it out of a slimline die and folded it in half. So it became a smaller card, but she used a slimline die to get that effect. So, I thought that was super cute and I wanted to try that for Marker Monday, and I figured I would just use some Copics to color it in. And, so I am going to use the scalloped one and the stitched one right underneath it, one size down, and I cut the scalloped one out of black and the stitched one out of orange, and then I just trimmed the white one to the width that would fit inside of the orange. So then I am going to measure the length of the black one so I can figure out where the halfway point is. It's kind of an odd measurement. It's not quite 8 inches, and I'm really bad at 1/8, 16th inches and trying to figure that out. So I'm going to do it, but I'm going to move this paper a little bit because I don't think my scoreboard kind of has the point that I need. But then I'm going to end up folding it, and then it's kind of off. So the scallops aren't going to line up. And so all I have to do is kind of smush it and hold it where the scallops do line up, and then redo the fold. But it's going to be in the back anyway, so I'm not worried about how that'll look on the back side. So what I'm going to do is just put some adhesive on the back, about high up as I think it needs to be. And I'll hold it up here in a second to make sure, and then add a couple more strips. And then I'll just stick this down and then cut it off from behind. I'm not going to fold over the orange and the white as well. I'll just keep the back black. And then I'm going to go ahead and just trim off from the back side, making sure I don't cut the fold because that would be bad. So as close as I can without accidentally cutting the card open. And then for the white, I'm just going to hold it where I want it and then trim it off the back because I do still need to do my stamping and my coloring. And I don't want to stick it down first, just in case I mess up anything or it doesn't look right. So that'll be the card base. I'm going to set that aside. So we've made a little half card out of a slimline die, which I thought was such a cute idea. So I'm going to link Sunny Studios' YouTube channel down below, or at least the video where I saw that card, and you can check out their whole release and everything. I have no affiliation to them. I just was really thankful for the idea because I don't think of stuff like that. And so I'll link the video down below where she showed that. I'm going to be using this stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. I forgot what the name of it is. I'm so sorry. I think it's pumpkin something. Hello, pumpkin? I'm not sure. I'm using my Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink, which I'm not loving. I think it's a little lighter. It's not as dark as it was when it was new, but my Memento has been a little too wet lately and not drying, and I mentioned this a couple videos ago, but I'm still trying to figure out the perfect black ink for Copic coloring and or watercoloring, both. I'm just going to use the star. I don't think this stamp set had a name at the time this came out. It just says Tabitha, which is the little girl, but that's a Hello Bluebird Halloween stamp set. So I'm just taking a star from there and putting an odd number of stars above my kitty. And then I'm just going to color those in with Y06. They're so small that I'm not going to blend, but I am also going to be putting Nuvo glitter on top of the stars because I like the way it looks, so it doesn't really matter about the coloring. I just need some yellow underneath it. And then for my pumpkin, I'm going to use this combo. The third marker is YR15. And I always like to do a line on the edge first, and that kind of gives me a little base to bounce off of for flicking out for blending purposes, so that I don't color outside the lines or flick and go too crazy. And then I'm using YR16. And then YR15, I usually just kind of color back and forth to blend in everything, so I'll do that a couple times. I really like this blend. I have a Copic combos chart up in front of me, some of my favorite combos. I may have to really dig into it and make a better list, but this was up there, and it's a good orange combo. And then I just used a tri-blend marker for the nose. I am going with a different blend. I recently got some even number cool grays and some other grays from Copic, from Michaels. And I don't know, for some reason, I guess I just thought that the cool grays or the grays only came in odd numbers. I only ended up with odd numbers for some reason. That's just what blended. But then I realized they had even numbers. And so now I'm doing kind of an even number blend. Normally I would go with C9, C7, and C5. But now I have C8, C6, and C4. So I tried that blend instead, which is kind of fun because I haven't really kind of played with the new combos that I got. I scratched the top of my knuckle earlier on something and it's really stinging while I'm coloring, so I was very annoyed by it. I've put some ointment on it now, but it didn't bleed, but I'm still very annoyed because I hate hurting my hands. My hands are so sensitive and I cut them on many things and I just can't seem to stop. I'm using my Memento ink. Oh no, I was testing Jet Black. I end up going with Memento because it is a little darker and I only want to stamp this face once because I don't have it in my Misty. So this for the face, after it's all colored in, I figured was safe. I didn't have to color over it. It wasn't going to bleed. So it turned out fine. So I'm going to get, I just have a piece of scrap paper just so nothing smears based on my kind of desktop thing I have going on. So I want to put adhesive on the back side with my scrap paper underneath. And then we will go ahead and center this. I'm going to do it from the top because that's where I trimmed it off. So I'll center it from up there and then make sure I press down only in places where there's no ink or anything because I really don't want to smear it, just in case. And then I'm going to use the Nuvo glitter drops, Nuvo glitter drops in Gold Coast. So it's kind of, it's just clear with gold glitter in it, I think, which goes fine with the yellow. So I'm just going to fill all of these in, and then I will use my number 10 Jelly Roll white pen to do some accents. There's one accent on his face that I didn't do very smoothly. I'm not in love with it, but it's okay. I still wanted to highlight some of his face because he's just a little dark and he's hiding in his shadows and his pumpkin. And then that will finish off the card. Thank you for watching Marker Monday, and I will see you guys for Watercolor Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Bye.